Bolzano Bernard, 1781 to 1848, logician and mathematician, devoted an extensive part of his comprehensive presentation of the logic, Wissenschaftslehre, to the subject of the heuristic. He writes about this part of his book. I do not think at all that I am able to present here any procedure of the investigation that was not perceived long ago by all men of the talent. And I do not promise at all that you can find here anything quite new of this kind. But I shall take pains to state in the clear words that the clear words of the rules and ways of investigation which are followed by all able men who in most cases are not even conscious of the following them. Although I am free from the illusion that I shall fully succeed even in doing this, I still hope that the little that is presented here may please some people and have some application afterwards. Bright idea or good idea or seeing the light is a colloquial expression describing a sudden advance towards a solution. See progress and achievement. The coming of the bright idea is an experience familiar to everybody but difficult to describe, and so it may be interesting to notice that a very suggestive description of it has been incidentally given by all authority as old as Aristotle. Most people will agree that conceiving a bright idea is an act of sagacity. Aristotle defines sagacity as follows. Sagacity is hitting by guess upon the essential connection in an inappreciable time. As for example, if you see a person talking with a rich man in a certain way, you may instantly guess that that person is trying to borrow money. Or observing that the bright side of the moon is always toward the sun, you may suddenly perceive why this is. Namely, because the moon shines by the light of the sun. Wow! The first example is not bad, but rather trivial. Not much sagacity is needed to guess things of this sort about rich men and money. And the idea is not very bright. The second example, however, is quite impressive if we make a little effort of imagination to see it in its proper setting. We should realize that a contemporary of Aristotle had to watch the sun and the stars if he wished to know the time, since there were no wristwatches, and had to observe the phases of the moon if he planned traveling by night, since there were no street lights. He was much better acquainted with the sky than the modern city dweller. And his intelligence was not dimmed by the undigested fragments of the journalistic presentation of the astronomical theories. He saw the full moon as a flat disk, yes, similar to the disk of the sun, but much less bright. Wow! He must have wondered at the incessant changes in the shape and the position of the moon. He observes the moon occasionally also at daytime about sunrise or sunset, and found out the bright side of the moon is always toward the sun, which was in itself a respectable achievement. Yes, and now he perceived that the bearing aspect of the moon, or like the various aspect of the ball, which is illuminated from one side to one side, so that one half of it is shiny and the other half dark. Wow! he conceives the sun and the moon not as flat disk, but as round bodies. Wow! One giving and the other receiving the light. He understands the essential connections. He rearranges his former conceptions instantly in an inappreciable time. There is a sudden leap of the imagination, a bright idea, a flash of genius. Wow!